Yes, fans.
It's the Agents of Sigma.
Yes, and we're on full pirate mode today.
Yar. Can't help it.
He can't help it. No, it's the beard. It's pirate beard. It's again channeling his inner blessed.
Because I are. No, it doesn't work quite well. Damn it. We've got an unboxing for you.
Another unboxing, yes. We're back in front of the camera with another unboxing. It's something we're really excited about, actually.
Very excited.
Probably haven't been this excited since we've realised how great Shadespire was.
Oh, yeah, Shadespire.
Yeah.
Wasn't excited.
The actual release of Shadespire, we weren't that excited about it in the sense that we didn't know anything about it.
If I'm honest, when I saw Shadespire and what it was, I kind of thought, well, we'll put it on the channel and then we'll move on to something else.
Right.
And what do I know, eh? Because it's our best thing right now.
And we love it.
And we love the game.
But this is something that's going to rival Shadespire, I reckon. It'll probably go beyond Shadespire. It's Kill Team, which is really heavy.
It's massively heavy. You could kill somebody very easily with this box.
Kill box.
You could kill box.
So this is Kill Team, which is stretching it a little bit to say it's Warhammer 40,000's version of Shadespire.
It's not quite.
But it's a small scale Warhammer 40,000, which I'm hoping will be brilliant for the channel and for all the players out there, because it's a small scale game and we're really looking forward to getting into it. Now I haven't. Sometimes I undo the boxes first, but I haven't. So this is still got the wrap on.
Yeah, you can see him take this off. Take it off, Robin.
Take it off.
Take it off.
Now I'm not going to take it off. First. I'm going to heighten the anticipation. I'm going to read what this box has in it.
Now it is worth pointing out at this point. Obviously, Kill Team has been done in previous versions of 40k back in 7th edition and before, but in the previous versions of 40k, it was mostly just 40k. But with slight restrictions on what you could take and reductions in unit size. But it was 40k.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas this is a different beast
game,
entirely.
and also different. I think Games Workshop are trying to work out how to do this, because they've also did Shadow War Armageddon, and then they did Necromunda.
Yes.
It's different to all of those as well. But I think this is going to be their go-to.
This could be the thing that nails
for Skirmish 40,000.
Yeah.
I think. So what's in the box?
What's in the box?
Well, there's 20 Citadel miniatures, Pete.
Boom.
So you've got 2 teams, 10 Adeptus Mechanicus, Skitari, and 10 Gene Stealer Cult.
Cool. So
hybrids.
So you're looking at maybe 10 to 15 models
for a team. Well,
depending on what you take.
I think you add things that you can add things, but yes, so there's 10. There's only 10 of each in here. So when you start, it's just 10.
Yeah, well, yes, in here 10 overall. Later on, once you expand.
But in the box, you get now. This is slightly interesting because the Shadespire manual, which I did have out earlier but is now put away, is about this thick. It's not very thick. It's about 20 pages or something.
It's not a lot. Yeah, it could be even less if you took out all the pictures. And of course, the AOS rules are about 10 pages or 20 pages.
This box has a 208-page Kill Team core manual, which is somewhat bigger than the Shadespire manual. But maybe there's stuff in there for each faction.
I was going to say it could contain the stuff for the 2 factions you get in the box, and lots of other things.
We'll have a look in a minute. But there's an 8-page Devoted Sons booklet, which I assume is the Skitari, maybe.
Could be.
8-page Gamma Zul 881 booklet, which actually equally for my ignorance could
in fact I think the Devoted Sons is almost definitely the Gene Stealer cult.
Fair enough. Yes, shows what I know.
Yeah.
I'm very much coming from this game as you can tell, and knowing very little about Warhammer 40,000 and the lore.
And I know very little about AdMech or Gene Stealer Cult, because they've both come in. I mean, Gene Stealer Cult were in way back in the olden day, but they've only come back recently. Yeah. So I know very little about it either.
Okay.
Really.
But just enough to make me look like a fool. Right.
That's all I need.
Okay. There is the board, a 22-inch by 30-inch folding game board, which is why we're excited about it, because it's really small compared with the sort of 4 foot by 4 foot, 6 foot by 4 foot games at 40,000.
And the fact that it's on a play board tells me that GW want it to be of a limited size. They don't want it to be. I mean,
Pete is good at things with a limited size.
It's kind of my forte. Yeah. But also in 40k, there's always that desire to want to play on a massive table with huge armies, and same in AOS as well. But they are starting to bring it down. This reduced board size does excite me.
Okay, and there's 36 Universal Tactics cards, 10 Adeptus Mechanicus Tactics cards, 12 GC Cult Tactic cards. So then again, you've got a similar mechanism to Shadespire. You've got universal and specific ones. A dice pack, a range ruler, probably one of those flexy ones, some counters, and some scenery. Scenery. Now I think that's the boards and the scenery is probably what the weight is probably in here.
But you've got cards, you've got a 208-page manual. There's a lot of stuff in this box. It's your standard size box. It's about the same as Shadow War Armageddon size, and it probably weighs more than the Shadow War Armageddon box.
Yeah, I can't remember that was heavy. The Necromunda box was really heavy because it has those cardboard tiles as well.
And that could be A similar thing here. And that is worth pointing out that in Necromunda, the base game did have those cardboard tiles that you could play on, and they kind of seem to be going a similar way with this. Obviously, I think a lot of people who were into Necromunda the first time round were immediately throw the boards away, I'm playing with my old scenery, I'm not doing any of that board nonsense. But this is a new game, and it's all about the board.
It's all about the board, and just so you know, it's for 12 plus.
12 plus.
Which probably means 10-year-olds will
maybe
manage. Play time approximately 45 minutes. Well, that would be great for us. We will test that out.
We will be testing
to the max. So it'll probably take us longer.
3 to 6 hours.
It'll take us longer. But those of you who can get 3 Shadespire games done in 45 minutes.
Let's kill that off there.
But anyway, here we go. Yes, we get to peel off the foil.
Plastic.
Right.
Not foil.
There we go. Join us next week for What's Inside the Box. That's right, it works for Peter Jackson.
3 or 4 people just went, no, at their screen. That was it. Just the 3 or 4 of you. But we love you, 3 or 4.
Oh,
that's a hefty box. Nice box, that. It's a nice box.
Oh, Pete, you were just saying how much you like these little bits of card. Actually, that we should have it.
Put that on the wall. It's been a bit stabbed, though, unfortunately. It's got some stabbing. It's a bit of a shame, but that's what it's there for.
I guess it's the plastic.
A bag of bags.
A bag of bags.
Well, actually, it's a bag with one other bag in. It's a bag in a bag.
A bag in a bag.
Just literally. Bag in a bag. Oh, missed.
On the floor. You cannot get the stuff. Tiny bases.
Teeny tiny. They're all 28 mils.
Tiny. 28 mil bases. Some of them are bigger. Some of them are bigger. The tiny bases.
Bag of bases.
They just look so tiny after playing Shadespire and AOS and everything. They're really small. And then lots and lots of plastic.
Oh, it's just a tide of plastic.
Look at that.
A tide of red and it's a lighter grey.
Yeah,
it's not your
standard GW grey. So again, you've got so you've got 2 factions here you can immediately play without painting because they are red and
now,
grey.
It is worth pointing out at this point these aren't push fit.
Right, okay, yes, because the Soul War stuff we've been looking at is all push fit. These aren't.
And these are much more multi-part-esque.
Are they
they
new?
are very nice. I don't think they're new. It does look like you've got more bits in here to be able to build things with like the longer range weapons and various different armaments.
And these, well, I'm just terrible at finding the dates.
They're on the side.
Oh, there it is, 2016. So that'll be when they re-released the. Cause that was about 2016, wasn't it? They re-released GC the Cult. So they're not new figures, but they are.
But you do have a mixture of weapons and things. So there's I can see shotguns and las guns. I can see some of the heavy boring equipment type stuff because the Cults use like industrial
you
stuff.
Use the boring equipment.
Hey,
this makes pretty heavy use of it already.
Thank you very much. I do like the coats on the.
These, however, are 2018.
These are 2018, and these are
the new scenery. And look at that. Oh, you can't look at that, but
look at this down here, off screen.
You can't see it because that's what you couldn't look at. You couldn't look at how hefty they are.
These are hefty.
They are solid. I
mean, there's some little panels in here. There are these panels here, and these are about as thick, if not thicker, than the walkways that they have on the Shadow War Armageddon terrain, and they are chunky. Chunky.
Nice. I do love this new scenery. Actually, I think this is such a great plastic come through, and they can make this amazing scenery.
I mean, I'm going to start again because I'm just the words. I need to describe this.
I tried to make a church about 25 years ago out of plastic card and stuff.
We don't need to now. They just print it for you, and they're just superb. They're just superb.
It's amazing,
and they've made these kits to be fully modular, so you can put them together pretty much however you can think of. You want a 20-story building, you can make a 20-story building out of this. You want it all low-level ruins, you can do that too.
And there are extra kits that fit with them, aren't they? Because is this the one that no, these don't have the statues, and there's one that's got statues on, hasn't there?
Yes.
I really want the statues.
They do look nice.
The statues. So they are the scenery. So there's quite a few. How many scenery boards are there? There's 1, 2, 3. They're sort of double size, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 half size.
I've got 3 more here.
And 3 more double size. There's 6, sort of 8, the equivalent of 8 double size boards.
Masses and masses, and they do weigh a chunk. And I love GW doing terrain because their models are gorgeous. But unfortunately, if you're like me and you can't model terrain for Toffee, then they're all fighting on egg boxes. But this stuff is just gorgeous.
I feel like we may end up investing some AOS money, Agents of Sigmar money, in buying more terrain.
Oh, look, Robin!
I've got a ruler. Is that what you want to
I've got no. I've got something even better than that.
I know.
I've got dice. They're black and orange. They're bigger than your regular ones, and there's some D10s in there.
D10s. When was the last time?
When was the last time?
I guess Blood Bowl's got a funny dice, hasn't it? But
it has,
D10s.
Blood Bowl's got D16. To be fair, which I've never seen before. No. So but this has got. They're bigger than your standard white dice.
I'm actually going to get these out because they're really nice as well. They've got
like a muted sort of colour scheme to them. They've got softer edges.
Yeah, and they're actually kind of matte.
Dice geeks will rejoice at these, and so will my camera, so that we can. That was a beautiful roll there off camera. Try get in. Try nearer on the camera. Robin, the camera's here. The camera's here. There we go. Look at that. Can't take him anywhere.
I told you I couldn't do it on that camera. Right. I just can't do it on camera, Pete. I
know.
You keep asking. Right, I ruined the actual joke I was going to make, so I'm just going to throw those over there. But they're very nice dice.
They are very nice dice.
And these are the same matte colour too. But I only rolled mine, so they're crap.
Rubbish.
So yes,
I do like that the ruler, the flexi ruler, actually has a little logo on it for the kill team logo, and I like the orange. I kind of like the black and orange.
Like black and orange is I actually had one of my Bretonian units was black and orange.
Oh,
I do like the black and orange combo.
It's a bit more striking than some of the usual GW fare.
Yes, I'm going to put this to one side for the moment. That's the rule book.
Wait a minute. We've got some tokens. Lovely tokens. Now this looks like things to do with. Oh, look at those! The big numbers.
Oh, big numbers.
I like these. So you got some big chunky numbers there.
Tokens.
So I'm not sure. I don't know what they're for, but I like them already.
Maybe?
There's some other counters there for things like I'm guessing charge. Or tact or things like that. Yeah. And then you've got other
made a U-turn.
Obviously. Yeah. Take a U-turn where possible. Could be on Overwatch or aiming. Yeah. And there's some other little number things here. I'm not sure what they are, but
they're G-stealers.
They do look a bit, and I wonder if that's the opposite side. There's a number, and I wonder if that's how you activate people or something. Maybe so. I'm making up all kinds of stuff right now.
Is there 4 boards in there? No, there's
only 2 boards.
And I wonder whether they've got.
Shall we see? Shall we see? We've got to look now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm excited, Robin. I'm excited.
I have to say, this game so far is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, they must be tokens.
So the red ones are for the Admex. Yeah. And the whitish greyish kind of ones are for the Steelers. Do you know what that means, Robin? You're going to get one of these with every warband that you buy. Ooh. You're going to get blue ones for the Marines, green ones for the Orcs.
Stop it, you tease.
Stop it, you
tease. So we've got some cards now. I've got here, I'm not going to get all these out now, I don't think. Kill Team Faction Tactics cards.
Are you sure you don't want to get them?
G-Steelers Colts Tactics. Use this tactic when you choose a model in your kill team to shoot with the shortwave profile of a seismic cannon.
Ooh, sounds fun.
If an attack for this weapon hits, roll a dice for each other model within 2 inches of the target model. On a 5+, that model is shaken. Ooh. I'm guessing that makes sense to people who know the rules.
Which that's we will
2 command points. Exactly. 2 command points. So they are using a command point mechanic, which they use in Warhammer 40,000 now, where you could spend command points to do stuff. That's carrying over into this game, but I think it's going to be more decisive. I think.
And they've introduced it into AOS as well in the latest version.
Actually, I did know that.
You did know, yeah.
I'd forgotten, yes.
But I like that. And then you've got some more cards there. They're bigger.
These are the data sheets.
Chunkier cards.
I am going to open the
data sheets. Oh, yeah, we want to see what those are. So you've got a pack there. These ones look like they're AdMech only because they've got little AdMech symbols on. These ones, I'm guessing, because the pack sticker are the generic cards and the Steeler cards.
Okay. You can open them up if you want to.
So that must mean, I'm going to guess and make up completely, that there isn't going to be a separate box for AdMech or Steelers.
No.
And that everything you need for them is in this box. A bit like with Stormcast and Reavers back with Shadespire.
There's blank ones for making up your own.
Oh, we must agree now, Robin, to never write on the blank cards.
Totally write on them.
Well, in that case, I'm going to go and find an old Wolfrock book and I'm going to cut some of the templates out.
Wolfrock didn't have templates. Warhammer Fantasy Battle.
Yeah. Well, either which.
Yeah.
Pedant.
Sorry.
Oh, and we've still got weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness, wounds, attacks, leadership, and save.
We talk about Warhammer Fantasy Battle, and there it practically is.
There we are. And then you've got your weapons.
They
your
don't
ranges,
exist in.
your types.
They don't exist in any of the games now, do they? I mean, sorry, they don't exist in any of the core games. They don't exist in AOS.
Strength and toughness aren't in 40k. No, you roll to hit, and then your wound is determined by your weapon.
Interesting. So they are still holding on to that mechanic, which I absolutely love.
I'd say whilst 40k has sped things up by making it 4+ to hit and 3+ to wound and stuff, in this game, if you've only got 10 or so models, you maybe don't want that simple. No. You want a little bit more
granularity.
A little bit more nuance.
So they've got points.
Robin, look in the corner there. What's it say there? Experience. You can level up.
Flesh wounds, convalescence, new recruit. And then they've got various pistols and various weapons that do various things. I don't know why I should probably show you like that, shouldn't I? And go through that. But yes, so they have data cards basically which have all the stats for the person.
Different weapon types.
I'm guessing they have points. So I'm guessing this has a points value system where you can choose your warband.
You can.
And a certain number of points.
There's a few of each here.
They are all mixed up. They're all
We didn't shuffle it up badly.
Yeah. I don't think it's
how odd.
Yeah.
Maybe it was in some kind of really relevant order that we've completely thrown out.
Don't, whatever you do, shuffle the card.
You must draw the cards out in exactly the order they're presented.
They have really easy names to pronounce, like Sek.
I'm not going to pronounce this one.
I'm guessing that's Russian. No way.
I'm just going to put this one on the screen, and I'm going to let everybody make their own decision about that one. I'm just.
Oh dear, that guy wouldn't last 2 seconds in our role-playing group. This actually, of course, is...
That's too easy for our role-playing group. We wouldn't even bother with that
he's
one.
Actually... Well, this guy's called Sek. He's actually Sek the 27th. I was being silly about pronouncing his name. But yes...
there's loads of... Oh, no, they're all mixed in again. I don't understand this, but there's loads of blank ones. Mm-hmm. So you can make your own warband up because you want to track them because they get abilities, they get specialities.
You can actually, there's like a tree, isn't there, that you can go down.
Yes, which we will come on to. And you get demeanours, things like predatory instinct and stuff like that, and flesh
predatory insult. Anyway, so forgive me. Right.
So that's got even more excited. If we weren't already foaming at the mouth over this one, that's got me even more excited because there's a role-playing ladder campaign aspect.
Yes, it does mean that we will have to play. We won't be able to go through all the factions because we'll have to.
We'll be able to play like a one-off game with them just to show them off.
So. And then I suppose actually we can actually develop all of the factions as we go along, and the campaigns will get better and better. Interesting.
It's not like we haven't got
So these are the balls, and actually they're not as thick and chunky as I expected them to be. And Pete, you'll be pleased to know they're quite matte.
Good.
We have obviously reflectivity issues when recording live, so matte is good. So if you're making YouTube videos of this, you'll be very pleased to know that the boards are matte.
And it's all attached into one, so
it's all one big board as well. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be two you put together.
That's not a massive board. That's quite small.
Yeah, I think it's 22 by 30.
Yeah. It's a little bit boxier than you would have on a 6x4 mat. But as you can see under the camera here, there's lots of. I think again this is taken from some of their 3D model boards. It's just they painted it and they photoed it.
Yeah.
And again, it comes back to how we were saying in our other unboxing that it just gives you that world to play on. You don't have to play on a piece of green baize or anything like that. And on the other side, there's a different layout on the back. And again, you've got.
I can see new boards coming out. I can see third-party sites making.
Well, they've already shown off one of the new boards that you can get, which has all the pipework and stuff on it, which GW have already showed. So there will be more boards that you can get. And I wonder if you'll be able to get sections of the board will be impassable because there'll be like a toxic spillage there or something.
Okay, we'll be by the time we play. Brilliant. So that's the board. Really liking that. It's
I love the board.
Solid, good chunk.
Love the models. Love the cards. Love the terrain.
So we've just got some paperwork left. Do you want to look at these next? Or should we look at the board?
Yes. Let's have a look at that. Let's get them out of the way.
Okay. So these are kind of like the factions, I suppose.
The factions.
The faction books.
Not a faction.
Devoted Sons, Neophyte Hybrids Kill Team. So you were right. And I was wrong.
And that's on video now. And these are really small, very small amount of. There's very little in here. It's not even 10 pages.
Yeah, I think they're 8. And they said they were 8.
It did even specifically say in the book. Yeah, on the back.
And they actually contain, at the risk of sounding flippant, nothing.
Just fluff.
Basically, just some fluff, some nice pictures.
I like that. not bad.
Yeah, it's a nice little introduction to what you're playing.
There's a little story in there and then a little bit of information about a couple of the warbands. Then there's
Guitari Ranger with galvanic rifle.
Some beautiful pictures, as they always love to do. Here are how your models will never look, and some sweeping terrain. Here is what your battleground will look like if you spend £1 million.
And have dry ice.
And have dry ice. Yeah. Well, you don't need that. You just need a vape, right? You just got a vape all over the board.
Okay.
And then in the back, there's a little bit of information about a bit of history about
data
it.
log reference 881. So yes, a little bit of flavour text there.
What flavour are they?
And then, this has more in it. This
is juicy.
This is juicy, which you can tell by the noises Pete's making. This is a how to build your models book, but I think it has other things in it too.
It's got how to build your terrain.
Basically how to build everything.
Models.
It's nice and colourful.
Gives you lots of. So you got multiple arm options.
Yeah.
So if you want to put the shotgun or the las gun,
they look pretty comprehensive in the instructions to construct the instructions for construction. So I hope they're better than some of the
construction
older ones. But then I did see some other things in here.
And there's some how to put your terrain together. So if you want to model it in different ways.
It's the rules.
You've got the stats in the back there as
well. They are, interestingly, in 40k.
Oh yes,
they have power.
They've got the power value. They've got the and it's the same layout as well. So weapon skill and ballistic skill are still 4+. So you've got all the weapons rules like heavy 1, which means it follows the heavy weapons rules, which means if you move and shoot it, you get a -1 to hit. Or you've got assault
strength 9.
Wow, oh, juicy! That's the mining laser.
Yeah.
And then you've got all the other stuff. So it's all the weapons special rules, the strength, the AP. -3, 0, all that kind of stuff. It's exactly like it is in 40k. In fact, I wonder if it's not almost a direct port.
It probably is.
And if it is a direct port, I wonder if that then opens it up to being able to bring in
your kill team.
Well, not just bring in any models into your kill team from. So if you really want to have a game where your opponent's got a dreadnought, you could have a kill the dreadnought one, where that kind of thing, which could be quite funky.
So I just love data cards.
I love them. I love them. The only thing that is a bit disappointing for me on this, possibly disappointing is a strong word, but the data cards aren't on little cards at all, and they're in the same booklet as the how to put stuff together. So you've got this massive chunk at the beginning of this, how you put things together, and your data cards back. So you're going to have to cut them out.
Yeah. What were they on the cards though? They weren't. Were they on the cards?
I mean, I'm talking rubbish. Actually, you have got little cards. Apart from these little cards, there are no other little cards. Apart from these specifically
I'll go and find a different one. I'm sure Mini Wargaming have done one. Go and have a look at theirs. Searching the link up there.
Hello, please come back. But yes, you have got little mini specific cards that you can fill out yourself exactly how you like.
I assume because they're characters though, aren't they? So I assume that's like a character warband.
Yeah, so someone's got they've taken the stats out and then they put stuff on there.
So you haven't got blank ones, as it were. You have got literally blank ones. You haven't got blank ones. You haven't got.
I've just shown them off properly.
You haven't got. What's the word I want? Non-specific ones. They're specific,
correct,
to the people, or blank.
I think
there's no kind of like neophyte hybrid card.
Yeah, there's not just
been through.
We haven't looked at them all. They're in a weird order.
We're probably completely wrong.
But these ones, they've already made their choice of what weapons they're going to have, and in some cases, they've already picked out what where if they have a demeanor, they've already picked them. So it's a pre-flavoured set of generic sort of guys.
Now, if you're wondering whether the game is ridiculously complicated, these are the get started rules.
Look at that. There's one page there, one page there, and then there's one page, and that's it.
So basically, playing the game, initiative phase, movement phase, shooting phase, hit roll, wound roll, saving throw, injury roll, battle round 2. This is a standard game. Charge, no time to shoot. Fight phase, keep playing.
And now injury roll that's kind of like from a necromunda-ish type thing, because obviously if you hit in your wound and you fail your save, if your guy's out of action straight away, then that's going to be a pretty pretty quick game. And you want it quick, but I guess they've got the injury roll in there for.
If the result is a 1, 2, or 3, you make an injury roll, and the model's only suffered a flesh wound. It is restored to 1 rube remaining as escaped grisly fate.
Yeah.
However, you check one of the flesh wound boxes on that model's data card. For each flesh wound on its data card, 1 is added to the result of any further injury rolls made for it. If the result is a 4 or more, the model is taken out of action. They may be seriously incapacitated or even dead. But either way, they will play no farther part of the game. Remove them from the battlefield.
Yeah.
In the first battle round, neither player will have any models within 1 inch of enemy models, so there will be no fight phase in the battle round. So this is basically a playthrough.
It's a little playthrough thing.
Our next battle report.
We should be running through that.
We could run through this and see how easy it is to play. and we're hoping it is quite easy. Probably been about 6 months when we've actually managed to find time to assemble all the models.
You've got to put the terrain together.
There's the terrain,
I mean, the terrain is gorgeous, but oh my god!
So there's only one thing left, and it's not a hardback. It's a lovely softback.
I prefer a softback. I think.
I
get less twitchy about opening it up.
Yeah,
fully,
I think I do, and it's lighter as well.
Yes.
So basically, this is the rules of the game: Theatres of War.
208 pages.
No, I might play some Tau. People are always slanging off for Tau. I think I'm going to play Tau.
Just to play Tau. Just
to see what they're like.
Tau.
Just to see what they like.
And that is the one good thing I like about this as well over Necromunda. Necromunda is just obviously humans, just different gangs, which has its place, and I like that. But Shadow War Armageddon, they tried to bring in all the different races, and this has all the different races in. So you have got most of, not all, but most of the different factions that you can
Which
play.
Which is going to be really fun to play, because both Pete and I are a bit kind of magpies.
Yeah.
And we want to kind of play everything and collect everything, and you can't do that in 40k unless you're a millionaire. But we can actually, especially with the channel, we can actually play a little force of each.
Yeah, really. That's. I mean, I already think there's about 6 different warbands, gangs, kill teams, to use the correct phrasing. There's probably at least 5 or 6 in there that I already want to collect. Now I've already got Death Guard. As people have seen, we have a couple of little 40k videos.
Yeah.
So I've got some Death Guard already, and I've got some Necrons sitting in their grey plastic still, so I could put some of them together.
Yeah, I've got Primaris.
You've got your Primaris Marines. You will have these guys as well already.
I've already got some Skitari somewhere.
You've got a ton of orcs.
Yeah.
So there's
my
lots
son
of
collected orcs for about a week.
So
so we've got orcs. So these are the squads in here. Squad colours. We've got some Skitari. We've got some scouts from the ones that are in that game that I can't remember the name of. Lost Patrol.
Lost Patrol. Ones.
There's some Grey Knights.
Oh, got some Grey Knights.
Some look like Death Guard.
No, not Death Guard. They're
Death Watch. Sorry,
Death Watch.
Death Watch.
Yeah, it is Death Watch.
Yes, Death Watch.
It says it right in their name there. Death Watch.
Yeah, Death Watch. Death Watch. Primaris. Wolf. Space Wolves. What are they?
They're Imperial Guard.
Imperial Guard. I quite like the Imperial Guard.
They're the Scions. They're like the elite ones.
Some Chaos Guys, Nurgle Death Guard. I'm going to get some Thousand Suns.
Yeah, Robin's been eyeing up the Thousand Suns since they came out, but it was one of those things again. If you don't want to have to collect a 2,000 point army of it, but you can now have that.
Yeah, I just want to paint this lovely blue colour.
And there's
some elves,
Drakari, which I actually quite like the look of having a small Drakari army. There's Eldar, which I've got some Eldar.
Yeah, I've got some Eldar, and then there's your Necrons that you've got.
Yep.
So and Gene Stealers
and Orcs,
Do you like Orcs? And Tau, which I'm definitely going to collect.
Just because, nah.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's the back of the book. Sorry, we've got to digress a little.
Robin's going to be settling down with his cup of cocoa tonight and these rules and reading up on all of them. Well, one of us has got to put the terrain together and one of us has got to read the rules. Which one do you want?
Probably reading. Data sheets, battle round. You need to see look through all of this, but I'm just going to try and see how big the rules are.
So you've got movement phase, and it covers things like flying and stuff.
There's a psychic phase, shooting phase.
A psychic phase, interesting, because I've not seen any psychics in any of the faction things they've done yet.
Morale phase, example, battle round, fighting a battle, and then the open play mission, covert war, and then go to the advanced rules. So the basic rules are
20 pages.
20 pages, yeah. 20 to 40 pages. That's pretty good, isn't it?
And it's got a lot of generic stuff in it, like it's got the earlier on where you had the rolling to hit and wound stuff. I mean, the shooting phase is a whole 2-page spread just to show you how to do a shooting. And if you play 40k, you kind of probably already know a lot of that.
So there probably isn't much for newcomers, because I reckon this is a way in to the 40k.
This is a gateway game for 40k.
So for newcomers, it's really clearly laid out. I mean, really, we have played some 40k, but really, this is going to be, if we play this seriously, it's going to be my first serious kind of
foray into 40k. Well, you say that you've got more vehicles than I think I've ever owned.
That's because I've got money, but no time.
That is true. Yeah, sadly, the thing that we have, no time, but some money.
Yeah, but that's because my kids wanted them, and they're like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I really want this Stormhawk Interceptor, so that's what they got. Yeah, and then it's just sat on the side.
It'll make good ruined terrain. Don't chop it up. Just put it on the table, and there you go. It's a downed interceptor, and there's your mission. You've got to get to it, and you've got the flavour there. 40k. I mean, I do like in 40k the mission cards, because you've got that whole what have I got to do, what have I got to go for.
But this has proper missions. In fact,
this has proper missions.
It has a whole chapter devoted to it. That was an amazing segue there.
There we go. Brilliant. Completely intentional. Yeah, that's because I'm a professional.
Countless battles, scouting phase. behind enemy lines. Aerial strikes and open play missions. Aerial strikes, search and rescue, lines of battle.
That's another important thing to remember about this.
Narrative play.
Whilst you do have, you've got your 3 ways to play again. So you've got your narrative, your open, and your matched.
Disrupts supply lines, ambush, and I absolutely love, I know Peter already mentioned this, the orange and black, but I really love the aesthetic of the way the font they use.
Really weird. It's a nice font, isn't it? It's
really
a very
good.
pleasing font to the eye.
Ambush, feint,
Yeah.
assassinate, sweep and clear, which is what we need to do here. Take prisoners, recover intelligence.
We've got no open that one. Abort the mission.
Terror tactics.
Have you seen what's
And then, so that's another, the advanced rules is roughly another 20 pages. And that includes the missions. And then it goes on to the kill team. So how to
choosing a kill team.
Patrick kill team. Command points and tactics.
Told you not to do
specialists. Leader specialist, combat specialist.
And
so this kind of tells you
decision table.
That's a decision tree. So you have your combat specialist. So at level 1, he's an expert fighter. He adds 1 to his model attacks characteristic, and then he could be, or you can choose between warrior adept, add 1 to hit rolls for this model in the fight phase, or deadly counter, which does something very complicated. I'm not going to read out. And then you can choose to have death blow, which means you can, I assume, do some sort of horrible death blow, combat master, which adds 1 to the attacks characteristic of this model for each enemy fighter with 1 inches of it, which is pretty cool. Or if you go the other way, you then can choose from killer instinct or bloodlust. So there is like a little decision tree,
and that's your combat specialist. And you've also got leader specialists there. And I'm guessing if you flip over, we've got
comm specialists, demolition specialists, heavy specialists, medic specialists.
Medic specialists. I love the idea of that. Just got some guy sprinting across the field just to try and res your
which is quite cool. Reassuring. This model is never treated as being shaken when taking nerve tests for other models in your kill team, which I don't know much about. But then you can have a field medic, which basically means he can heal people, or an anatomist, reroll wounds of 1.
So you can make him more stabby, choppy
in the fight phase. Yeah, and then because he's an anatomist, he can then go on his level 3. He can become an interrogator.
What does that do though?
At the end of any battle in which you were victorious, if this model was in your kill team and not out of action, roll a d6 on a 5+, you gain 1 intelligence. So that must feed into the campaign mode.
I'm going to double my intelligence.
that must feed into the campaign mode. And then if you go the other route, you can be a triage expert and actually have more chance of surviving because you're better at keeping your people alive at the end. Or if you want to be the interrogator nasty route, you can become a toxin synthesizer.
Cool.
So that is really good. And so that's heavy specialist, medic specialist, scout specialist, sniper specialist, veteran specialist, zealot specialist.
Specialist.
No, that's it. That's it.
That's all of them. But I've just noticed if you skip back a page that you've got these you've got these abilities things here. Now I want to find out. I've had to open this because I want to find out if those are in here on these cards. Okay. So we have looked, and you can get all of the command things that are in the booklet are on these cards. So I'm glad about it because I was a little terrified that you'd have to. Is that red and black? It's that orange and black, isn't it? It's just such an aesthetically pleasing combination that they've gone with. It's quite different to their normal sort of coloration as well. But I just want to check that what's in the book is already on the cards, so you haven't got to chop anything up. Brilliant. That pleases me.
So you've got roughly another 20 pages of specialisms, and that's just really exciting. I'm just totally.
And people might complain that there's only 3 levels and there's only 4 final choices you get to, but there's like 20 pages of stuff, man, and your chances of getting somebody all the way to the end is probably, I'm going to guess,
people
not easy to achieve. Yeah, people are going to die.
And also, to be honest, I want to play new iterations, so I don't want to go on forever.
It's much more fun to play your level 1 character in D&D that is a level 20.
Yeah. And so then, after that, it then goes on to, I'm guessing this is different faction.
So we start with Adeptus Astartes.
Oh, yeah, so there's actually got name generator tables for each of the...
Brilliant!
Whatever they're called. Can never remember what they're called.
Marines?
Yeah, what things do they
Primaris.
No.
Chapters.
Chapters, thank you.
Yes, you've got the Ultramarines, the Raven Guard.
So you've got like a Dark Angels name generator. Traitor.
Brilliant.
Please don't flame us. I just couldn't resist it.
Of course, if your rolls are really bad, you'd be like, who are you? I'm Titus. Who are you? I am Titus. Who are you? I'm also Titus.
I'm guessing you don't have to.
Titus Butticus. Sorry, we're just really excited about this now. We're just getting... It's just...
And then there's faction-specific... what are they called? Command things.
Are they in here as well?
Well, that might come with the... in the box.
Oh yeah, it might come in the separate boxes. Well, if you go forward to the to the Gene Stealers.
Intercessor, Tactical Scout.
Oh! Sorry, but you've got you don't have to wait for the chapter-specific boxes to come out. It's already all in here. So you get this game, if you've got your Marines, you don't have to wait for the Marine kill team to come out. You can get it right now. Obviously, the cards are in here still, rather than the ones that will come in the boxes, and you won't get the terrain. But you can start playing immediately.
All weapons.
All of the weapons, just like in the 40k books.
Seriously, no points. I'm not sure why that is. But
that's a good point. But is it on the next page where the table was? No, the other way. The other way. No. Here you go. Points per model. So
yes.
all the points are in there. All the weapon upgrades are in there. Everything's in there.
I've got. I just realised I've got a Death Watch.
You've got a Death Watch kill team. So
and
we've got everything. We've got a chance to actually be able to show off lots of different stuff here.
Whee! Grey Knight. So yeah, there is basically then the next chunk of the book is all of the.
You've got
Astra Militarum. I quite want to play the Astra Militarum as well.
So well, you could use. I
like some of the models.
You've then got Adeptus Mechanicus, which we've already seen. You've then got after that, you've got Heroic Astartes. Yes, exactly right.
Astartes. So there's loads.
If you want to play your generic Space Marines,
Death Guard.
Oh, who's in the Death Guard? Let's have a look.
Who wants to play Death Guard?
Some kind of
putrid splatter, cloud of flies.
So you've got Plague Marines,
Poxwalkers.
Is that going to be it? I suspect that might be it.
That is it.
That's it. You just got Plague Marines and Poxwalkers.
Has it got a name generator table?
Glurk the Postulus.
Gorlock Volgar.
Oh, look, the Pestilent. I was nearly there.
Yeah, the Reeking, the Curdled. These are basically all things your wife called you.
Yeah.
Muttermold.
Yeah.
Trudge.
It has got some of them, but we can't repeat them on this channel. So, okay, well that's all right. I can do that. Thousand Sons. I'm guessing you're going to have Thousand Sons Marines and maybe
Rubric Marine and a Zangor.
Oh, you can have Zangors.
I've got some Zangors.
You've got some Zangors. Look at this. We've got everything.
They're not
already.
painted. They're not painted.
Well, I have got some here we go. And then you've got the Eldar, or the Azuriani.
Okay, they've had their name changed.
Yeah, they've changed it. The Rangers. Oh, who have they got though?
To protect the IP
Rangers. Yeah. The Rangers, Dire Avengers, Storm Guardians and Guardian Defenders. Awesome. So there's a bit more choice there.
The Drukhari.
Now, I was a bit disappointed with their choice because I've seen their faction kill team thing, and all the Drukhari have is witches and Cabalite, so generic warriors and witches, which was a bit of a shame because there are some other quite tasty looking models they could have had. But what can you do? Harlequins. Robin's always fancied the Harlequins a bit, haven't you?
Yep.
Oh, you can only have. But the only problem with them is you can only have players.
Okay.
So you can't have any of the really fancy stuff, which is a shame.
Necrons.
What have we got for Necrons?
Necron Warrior, Immortals. So just have an army of those. Flayed Ones and Death Marks.
Excellent. And I just need to go back and see what the name generator is for the Necrons. There's Necron 1, Necron 2, Necron 3. They have actually got names though.
They're
the
mighty
names.
Xanath the Unforgiving.
The Unliving.
Imonke.
The Uninteresting.
The Glorious.
Something the Guardian.
The Shrouded.
There we go.
Unstoppable. The Beheader. The Impaler.
There you go. As it turns out, Necrons do have names. I thought they should be 110100110011. Yeah, well, that's true.
Orcs.
I think we both fancy trying the Orcs out a bit. Who doesn't like an Orc? There's quite a few Orcs. And you can have Gretchen, which I quite like.
And then the Tau Empire. I'm totally going to play the Tau.
Who are the Tau? What have they got in there?
Fire Warriors. I don't mean
Fire Warrior,
Breacher,
Pathfinders, and Stealth Battle Suit. They can have a Stealth Battle Suit.
It doesn't mean anything to me, I'm afraid.
They're the big thing, and drones as well. I'm calling OP on the Tau.
Tyranids, just what everybody does.
Yeah, I know.
About them bitterly.
And
Tyranids,
have got some nice stuff.
Hormigants, Lictors, Tyranid Warriors, and Gene Stealers.
I was quite terrified to see they've got Lictors. I was terrified to see Gene Stealers, but Lictors as well. I mean, they're quite terrifying. So I'll be starting out. I'll have a little Nid Force, definitely.
And the Gene Stealer Colts, I quite fancy some Gene Stealer Colts. I've got an idea for a paint scheme for the Gene Stealer Colts. So roughly 3 years' time when we finished.
And you've got, again, as with all of these, you've got all the points, all of the stats. How much was that of just the different kill teams?
Oh, sorry, I didn't look that up, did I? It's about 100 pages.
It was a lot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then the last chunk is just colours. And there's a little quick reference.
I didn't get right at the end. Silly me. Kill team campaigns.
There we go. So then you've got kill team campaigns. It gives you a little bit here. Gives you stuff about victory, mission critical stuff, results. A little bit about choosing a kill team. You've then got your consequences of battle. So you've got you cast your use a D10. Look, 1 is dead, 2 is convalesce, 3 to 8 is full recovery,
hard knocks, full recovery, and gains experience.
And then becomes Excellent. And then you've got other things in here for their skills and stuff that they can do, adding members to
escalation to glory.
There we go. And then you've got a little sheet, a little roster pack. Well, that'll obviously come out in PDF format, so we'll be printing out oodles of those. And you've got your cards, which you obviously already have in the box, a load of blank ones. But the actual and
a reference page at the back.
And a quick reference page, which has a lot of the 40k stuff, like is the strength double the toughness.
They're completely sort of blank page.
Yeah, just the last page doesn't have anything. Normally it has artwork. So there's over 100 pages there. Yeah, so there's over 100 pages here, like Robin guessed, of just the kill teams with the names and all the stats and everything. You've then got the 20 odd pages of advanced rules and the 20 pages of basic rules. Whilst this is 208 pages of book, that's not a lot of rules, because you're only going to care about one kill team when you're building your kill team. You've got the expansion bit where you've got your skill tree and stuff, and again, you're only going to care about a few of those because you're going to have your leader and your heavy and stuff like that, and you're only going to care about once they actually go up a level. Very nice mug you've got there, Rob.
Thank you very much.
And you got these. I love these.
Yeah. I have to say, obviously, this month has been massive for Games Workshop. Massive for Games Workshop releases. AOS is really lovely.
AOS DOS.
AOS, yeah, but it's kind of like just a reworking of something. It's already there.
Yeah,
you can argue this release is amazing, and I can't believe actually how excited I am about it. I'm
40K,
far more excited about it than I am about the AOS release.
Yes.
And I suppose because it's accessible, and for me, we've talked about this a lot. For us and the big games, for us, particularly recording them on the channel, there's no way we can get it done in a night, but we can get one of these going in a night, and we can play lots of different things, which I really like.
You've got your board.
So what I want now, Games Workshop, is a equivalent AOS version.
Well, you've kind of got it with those 2 starter sets, haven't you?
Yeah, I suppose so.
But it doesn't have the...
No, I want skirmish. I know they do skirmish rules, but they're tiny.
Yes.
I want a really nice box with terrain and
some league rules, but some...
sort of like Shadespire, but slightly bigger, really. But let's not focus on that, because I don't know why I said that.
We don't want to detract from this.
No, because this is absolutely amazing, and I'm really looking forward to playing it, and I'm actually really excited. I actually just want to build all the scenery now, but it's 12 o'clock. I'll build all the scenery now, start playing.
Yes.
Obviously, we're not going to, but that's what I want to do, because I think it just looks amazing.
I just want to punch all of these out.
You can do that now if you like. That will help. Do it. I'll do it in bed later.
But I'll tell you what, guys and gals at home watching us on the screen, on the big screen, this has got the agents excited. This is definitely something.
Which, to be fair, doesn't normally take much, but we are very, very excited.
We're incredibly excited.
We're kind of, yeah.
It's just, I love everything. There's nothing I don't like about this game.
No.
I think they've learnt from Shadow War Armageddon. They've learnt from 40k, they've learnt from the other stuff they've done, and they've done this, and so far for me,
it's looking awesome.
This looks like the best thing to come out of GW this year.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
This is the thing to watch of 2018.
Yeah. And I hope it's as good as Shadespire, because we've loved playing that, and I hope we can do it justice. So do look out for battle reports. As soon as we can get the scenery together and the models together, we are going to start producing.
Well, we don't even need to worry about those models to start with. We've got all our other models if we wanted to play them as well.
That's true. I feel like that might be overcomplicating things, but we will
start with the beginners.
But we will play some games, and we'll try and get as many out as we can, and keep our Shadespire content going as well. Lots of us started watching us with the Shadespire, we will keep that going
because we do like that game as well.
We do. We're going to just intersperse it with some kill team along the way.
If we've got 1,800 followers nearly now, give or take.
Yeah.
If every one of them sponsored us at the $2 level on Patreon, go check it out, the links. We'd have so much more time to produce so much more content.
Yeah. I was about to say that. Yeah. I mean, I know it's we keep saying it's just Patreon link below, but if you do want to see Kill Team and Shadespire at higher levels, then a bit of Patreon sponsorship will make that happen. And we promise, if you do that, we will talk a lot less.
Yes, and we'll game a lot more.
Yeah.
And even at the $2 level, you'll get battle reports a week early and no adverts.
Yeah, no adverts. Yes.
So there we go.
And part of the community get to shape the game. You know, kill teams coming. You'll be able to
pick the kill teams.
Potentially,
pick the missions.
We obviously haven't.
You can roll my dice as well.
How that
Because I can't.
I haven't looked how that granularity may break down, but if you join the kill team, join the Patreon, you'll be able to shape out kill team content as well. So it's please do think about it if you want to.
So I have nothing bad to say about this.
No, we haven't played it yet, but we have nothing bad to say. It looks really good.
The only problem I have
review soon.
The only problem I have is that I just don't have enough time in my life to play it.
No.
And put it together and paint it, because this is all I'd spend my life doing if I could.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong endorsement from Pete there, and I would spend probably some of my life doing it. So, yeah, it's pretty strong for me. Right.
The rest you'd spend sleeping, which is for the week.
Yeah, I'm hoping actually to get this up and running and play it with my children over the summer.
Yeah. Summer holidays is coming, so
what I'm hoping to do.
I may have to buy a box of this for myself.
Yes.
More terrain, if nothing else.
It's nice terrain. I'm definitely going to buy those ones with the men, the statues.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. We have prattled on. I hope you're excited about the. We are. I think it looks great.
Hopefully we've gone through enough of it in detail for you to give you a real good view of it all, although GW will have done a load of it. Hopefully we've given you a lot as well.
If you have any questions, then do put them in the comments below. We will do our best to answer them. Yep. And until next time,
we'll see you
Kill Team or Shadespire. We'll see you then. Bye.